of a sickness bug in the last 48 hours for the majority of the squad, but for them to pull through and stick together has been excellent. And it's just a shame we couldn't round it off with a win.
Talking through the first half, you must be really pleased how the boys started in the first half. You talked about fast starts, you've got that this time.
Yeah, we did. We wanted to make sure we were throwing the first punch in all aspects, first scrum, first line-up, first carry, first defensive tackle, and we certainly done that. And we were a lot more accurate this time when we played here than we were in the league game, and you know, it's just, we're nearly there.
And how's the heart after the second half? It was ebbed and flowed a bit.
Yeah, it was quite calm, and you know, I trust this group. The game could have gone away from us just after half time with the 2 quick tries, but I trust this group. We play smart, we pull ourselves back in. 3 minutes from time, we were nearly there.
We're having over Rodney Cochran as well, the young man coming up on and stepping in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, he nailed his throws, didn't he? You know, he's a kid who works harder than most, and he's done his time in RGC. RGC's been really good for him and up in North Wales to give him the game time he's needed in the Welsh Prem. And same as Shea Hope, when he played out here last time, you know, he's taken his chance and certainly worth his place in the squad.
Just finally from me, that's 3 points from the game. With Poe at home now, how important is you backing up at home next week?
That's massive for us. You know, we've had 3 really enjoyable weeks out here. Our performances have got better and better. We're almost there, but there's nothing like playing at home in front of our fans, so we can't wait for that.
Hi Dai, Simon here. How are you, man?
I'm alright, Simon. How are you, buddy?
Well, it was very enjoyable to watch. I don't know what it must have been like for you. It was, you could have won it, you could have lost it right at the death there. How, I suppose it'll take time for it to settle. But do you see that as 3 points gained, a couple of points lost? Must get a thought process.
It's definitely so an away game in the Challenge Cup. We can't really call it the European Cup, but you know what I mean. And it's 3 points on the road, and they could do us well as the competition evolves. And we've worked hard for them 3 points. You know, we're the first team in our league to stay out here for 3 weeks, and the boys have had a great time. They've worked hard, and it's important we back it up at home now in return.
The whole period being away, you know, it's a proper old tour that's been. What will that do for the group, you know, togetherness and then building for the rest of the season?
Luckily, there's friendships made on tours like this for life, and they'll be out in 20 years' time somewhere, see each other and remember something from here. It's just disappointing we couldn't get the win.
I thought Rodri Williams today had a very fine game. You know, showed all his experience that bit, but a lot of individuals stood up really over today and the whole period, I guess. You must be pleased from that perspective.
I said come out here to the group and I'm going to rotate the squad, and I've done that, and they've all put their hands up, and we've got some big games, some derby games coming up, and I wanted headaches. They've certainly given me headaches. We've got some boys to join the group like George Knott, Tane Basher, Ollie Griffiths back home who won't be too far away, and there's some outstanding players there. Gonzalo, our scrum half as well from Argentina, could be fit around by the derby's time. So yeah, you know, it's unfortunate we lost Ben Carter yesterday in the team run, but again, we've got depth here. There's some quality players here, and I trust them.
Is that just a minor thing with Ben?
We're unsure. He's quite a tough kid, so for him to pull out of the game, he's going to get scanned when he gets home. There's quite a bit of set swelling around his ankle. So he's got to make sure that we treat him right.
It's a shame. Big call when you had the yellow card to decide what to do. A bit of a chat there. It's always a difficult one. What were you inwardly screaming at them to do?
I wanted us to go scrum because I backed us to score, and we're a fingertip away from scoring. And
yeah,
we knew coming here today, tries will win us this game because you know the way altitude works, a big kick off from them. We're back defending on 22, and after how they started the second row, you're vulnerable. But yeah, hindsight's a great thing, and you know I thought our guys controlled the clock well, they controlled field position well. Sam Davis and Rodri Williams were superb, and just like for Rodri, he's had a spring in his step since I've arrived, and it's great to see.
You've asked your team to get better each week and to try and be competitive in every game. You've done that out there, haven't you? So there are strides being taken, Diane.
There are, and that's down to the group. They work hard. There's leaders in the group who are now standing up, and you know, there's nothing like the camaraderie, but the challenge that each day brings within a group of tight friends, and that's what we have here.
lastly for me, you have go from, I don't know what temperature it is, but it looked warm there anyway. You go from that to playing a South African team now back to, as I can tell you, chilly Wales. I think it's a French team. It's a real mixture of the season, isn't it? Different challenges, just different climates, but against it all, it's character building, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I've seen when we land, I think it's fog and -5 or something like that. So, I can't wait for our jog through on Tuesday morning. It'll be a bit different to doing it in 28 degrees in Cape Town to doing it at -4 in Australia. But again, there's nothing like home. We can't wait.
And, have you looked much at next week's opposition yet? Yet in terms of what's coming up?
Yeah, we have. They're getting better each week. The typical French team, aren't they? They're big, strong. They've got some depth, so we know what's coming.
Good. Thanks for your time. Enjoyed watching it, mate. Safe journey back.
Thank you very much.
I am really sorry. I missed the start. I wondered if Gaz could just give me some recording rights so I can just get your answers on it.
Yeah, Ben asked some questions and Simon's asked some questions. He said that's fine.
There's not recording there, so I'll send him.
He's got a camera recording behind the so he'll send you that.
Oh, you sent me that. Brilliant. Okay, great stuff. Can I just ask them myself? Sorry, I missed the very start of it. Is that, when you look at that, I mean, now you've got a couple of minutes time to sort of reflect on it, is that sort of 2 points missed or 3 points gained?
It's definitely 3 points gained. Yeah, we're the first team in our league to be out here for 3 continuous weeks, and that's tough. South Africa is a tough place to tour. They're big, strong men, and we've got to make sure we're out to professional off field, and we're quite anal on some stuff. As much as we've enjoyed each other's company, we've had to do the right thing, and this group have done that, and you've seen that week by week, and it's definitely 3 points gained.
The one thing that stood out, I think, is how well you've finished in all 3 games. Clearly, whatever work you're doing on your fitness is great, and also just the sort of commitment and the resilience of the players.
Yeah, well, certainly we've got two outstanding leads in our S&C department. There's most people know Dan Barr, he's excellent in his field, and he's a great motivator, but also he's a smart man. And we've got Ryan Harris also leading that area, and they're 2 of the best I've worked with, and they're important for the club. So you see that the way we finish games. Today was more pleasing, like I said earlier, and you missed it. We had quite a bit of a nasty sickness bug going around the squad in the last 48 hours, and there's players out there who probably haven't eaten much food and just got on the salt water, and they were outstanding.
Physically, you really matched them in that first half.
That was our target. I think the first game out here did catch us by surprise. The Stormers were, to be fair to them, another level in intensity and accuracy, and we clawed our way back. But today we made sure we threw the first punch, and that was in scrum, line out, carry, tackle, and we've most certainly done that.
And just in terms of as far as Europe goes, I mean, 3 points away from home is a great start to the campaign.
It is, yeah. Hopefully we go well at home, and we've got to put the work in this week to make sure we're ready, and it'll be good for us as the competition evolves.
And your half-backs, first time you put those 2 together out there in South Africa, I mean, they really control things, especially in that first half.
They did. We're blessed here in Gwent. We've got 3 outstanding 10s in Will Reid, JJ Hannah and Sam Davis, and Angus O'Brien backing up. We've got 3, and with Shea Hope coming through now 4 outstanding 9s. And it's competition for places, and I will rotate a bit next week, and then everyone will be clear and obvious. Then come derbies, we're at our best, and I believe we're at our best every week because the squad is so good and they challenge each other so well day to day, week to week, that whoever takes the field, we trust everyone.
Great stuff. And just finally, a word on Ben Carter. You said why did he pull out yesterday?
He's just twisted his ankle in the captain's run yesterday, so we just got to make sure we look after him. He's a tough bugger, so a little bit of swelling on his ankle, and we'll just check that and get it confirmed as soon as possible. I think he's lost Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I just want to ask one question.
Yeah.
Did your team benefit from the game that you played here 2 weeks ago? Did you learn anything that you were able to use today to get this result?
It did, yeah, it did. I thought the Kings, I keep calling them, the Lions were better today. They moved the ball more, and we knew that was coming because they evolved when they played the Scarlets. They were better than when they played us. And we defended well on edges, but physically you can't. Nothing prepares you for the first time you come to South Africa and you experience the size, the strength of people. and we more than matched that today, and we can do that at home every week, and I'll challenge you to do it away.
Congrats on the result.
Thank you.